Brian, this is sort of a late news dump here on a Friday afternoon, but how did this happen that David Blatt would not make it to 2 seasons in Cleveland?
Well, Michael, there's been some rising unrest in the Cavs locker room for the last month. I know that it obviously ties back to Monday when they lost by 34 points to the Golden State Warriors. But really, the seeds of this were planted a month ago when the Cavs lost on Christmas Day to the Warriors. Not because they lost, but because of the way David Blatt handled some changes in the rotation, completely changing the roles of certain veteran players without informing them. The next night, the Cavs went to Portland and completely got blown off the court in what some people saw as a bit of a boycott game. And frankly, it is surprising this would happen after back-to-back wins. But David Blatt talked last night complaining about how he didn't feel that the team was getting enough credit for being 30-11, and not really, it seemed to me, taking responsibility for the issues recently. I still don't know if there was a last tipping point, but I do know that he hasn't had the support in the locker room really for this last month. Now, I have been told today that LeBron James, that this news hit LeBron James as a surprise, that he was called and informed that this change was being made. Today is an off day for the Cavs after a back-to-back. There was no team meeting or practice or anything, so the players wouldn't have been around David Blatt or anybody in the organization. And LeBron James was called and just informed of this decision. He did not go in and demand David Blatt to be fired. That said, it is very well known in the organization that LeBron has been frustrated with Blatt off and on over the last 2 seasons, and that he has a fondness for assistant coach Tyronn Lue, who will now be the new head coach of the team. Not an interim coach, he will replace David Blatt as the head coach going forward. LeBron and Tyronn Lue are close. They had a relationship when they were players. They've had a relationship since he became the highest paid assistant in NBA history when the Cavs hired him to be David Blatt's lead assistant last year at $1.4 million. And certainly this is a case of LeBron having influence. But from what I'm told, he did not go in and demand or ask for a change. And I think when you see a sudden change like this, that's what a lot of people are going to jump to an assumption.